At first, nothing feels wrong. You keep walking, convinced that the path will appear again any second. Trees look familiar, the ground feels the same under your feet, and your mind keeps telling you that you've just taken a small detour. You don't panic. You don't stop. You keep moving forward because stopping feels unnecessary, almost embarrassing. Getting lost is something that happens to other people, not you, not here. Then something changes. You realize you've been walking longer than you should have. The forest starts repeating itself, the same trees, the same shapes, the same silence. You stop recognizing landmarks, and that's when the first wave of unease hits you. Not fear yet, just discomfort. Your brain begins searching for logic, replaying your last decisions, trying to trace your steps backward. You turn around expecting clarity. It doesn't come. The direction you came from looks exactly like the direction ahead. This is the moment people make their first mistake. They rush, they speed up. They try to outwalk the problem, believing movement equals progress. But the forest doesn't work like that. Walking without direction only drains energy, breaks rhythm, and deepens confusion. The more you move blindly, the harder it becomes to think clearly. Panic doesn't arrive suddenly. It leaks in slowly through doubt, through silence, through the realization that your phone signal is gone and time no longer matters. The forest feels different once you accept that you're lost. Sounds feel closer, then farther. Every crack feels intentional. Every shadow looks like movement. Your breathing changes without you noticing, becoming shallow and fast. Your thoughts stop lining up properly. One moment you're planning, the next you're imagining worst-case scenarios you never wanted to picture. Fear doesn't scream. It whispers, and that makes it harder to control. Stopping feels wrong, but it isn't. Stopping is the first thing that gives you back control. Standing still allows your mind to slow down enough to separate instinct from survival. You listen. You observe. You feel the weight of time instead of fighting it. The forest is not actively trying to kill you, but your panic might. People don't disappear because the woods are evil. They disappear because fear pushes them into bad decisions. As minutes turn into what feels like hours, exhaustion begins to creep in. Not just physical exhaustion, but mental fatigue. Your thoughts repeat themselves. Your confidence erodes quietly. You begin doubting simple choices. Should you keep moving? Should you call out? Should you try to find water? Every option feels dangerous. This is where discipline matters more than strength. Conserving energy becomes more important than finding an exit immediately. Survival is not about escape. It's about lasting long enough to be found or to think clearly again. Hunger and thirst don't arrive dramatically. They arrive as distractions. Your mouth feels dry, your focus slips. You start making small, careless mistakes, stepping where you shouldn't, ignoring discomfort, rushing when you should pause. The forest doesn't punish mistakes instantly. It waits. It lets small errors stack until they matter. Staying calm is not about bravery. It's about preventing a chain reaction you won't be able to stop later. Night is the real turning point. Light fades faster than you expect. Shadows stretch, temperature drops. Familiar shapes become unfamiliar again. Moving in the dark multiplies every risk. A twisted ankle, a fall, a wrong step. Any of these can turn a bad situation into a fatal one. This is why slowing down, sheltering, and staying put often saves more lives than wandering endlessly. Darkness removes options. Accepting that is not surrender. It's strategy. Loneliness hits hardest in silence. Without distractions, your thoughts grow louder. Regret surfaces. I should have turned back earlier. I should have paid more attention. These thoughts don't help you survive. They only drain you. You learn quickly that survival is less about fixing the past and more about protecting the present moment. One breath, one decision, one controlled action at a time. When daylight returns, clarity returns with it, but only if you didn't exhaust yourself fighting the night. Morning brings sound, direction, and perspective back into the world. You notice details again. You hear distant noise. You feel less trapped. Many people survive not because they escaped quickly, but because they waited intelligently, because they respected their limits, because they didn't let fear turn movement into chaos. Getting lost in the forest is not a dramatic battle. It's a quiet psychological test. The forest doesn't rush you. It lets you rush yourself. The people who survive are not the strongest or the fastest. They are the ones who slow down, control their fear, and accept reality without fighting it. Because once you stop trying to dominate the situation, you finally start making decisions that lead you out of it.